Are you ready, girl?
Yeah, let's get this party started.
Are you showing your baby your goldfish bump? After I had Vienna, or towards the end of my pregnancy, was when I really fell in love with more of like
Daddy.
I fell in love with Daddy. This video is going to be about what I am doing to prep my body for labor. I went to the doctor yesterday. Tomorrow I'm 37 weeks, so I had my first cervical check yesterday. Those are not mandatory, you guys. You can always opt out of those, but even though I was like, I feel like I know my body well enough to know that there was no changes, I was like, well, I might as well see just in case, because the only thing that I feel is like sore, a little bit sore down there. I feel like my body is preparing to have Mr. Maximilian.
Yep. He's my brother.
He's her brother. But I didn't feel like I was gonna have any cervical changes, which I was right, I didn't. The doctor was like, you know what, like it's really far up there still,
Okay,
it's closed,
1, 2,
nothing's
3,
happened
4,
yet,
5,
which
6,
is
7.
completely fine with me
Okay,
because
watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good job, babe. So, which is completely fine with me because I'm technically only 36 weeks still. And so I'm like, I really don't want him to come early. I want him to be as healthy and just, you know, I just want him to bake a little bit longer. So anyways, this video is going to be about what I am doing to prep my body for labor. I didn't have all this stuff like approved by my doctor. I just kind of asked some questions here and there. I go to a doctor, an MD. I don't have a midwife. You know, he's not really into like, we don't talk about like holistic things or natural things. But I love him. He delivered Vienna. And so all of this stuff is just education that I've explored on my own and things that I felt were right for me. Okay, so I'm gonna be Googling some of this stuff at the same time as I'm doing this video, because even though I've researched a lot of it, it's been a while. And I have forgotten like the reasons why I thought it was important. First is get a good prenatal. Do your research, see which one is best for you. I don't personally think there's like a perfect prenatal pill out there, just because everyone has different health history, nutritional deficiencies possibly. Their body needs different things that one prenatal might offer where another doesn't, or they only offer so much of it where this person really needs more. I've never had any issues with like my lab work coming back deficient in anything or alarming or anything where the doctor was like, hey, you really need to pay attention to that. So I just did my own research and saw what was best for me. The first prenatal I took, I stopped taking, and I had been doing my research. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dr. Rhonda Patrick. She's like a neuroscientist, I believe. Very educated, very smart. With her son, I want to say she had a son. She took the Thorne basic prenatal for pregnant and lactating women. So as soon as I saw what she was taking, I was like, I have to take that. Like, she knows what she's talking about. She's super freaking smart. I'm gonna follow her advice and take whatever she takes. Well, the problem with this is it made me so sick. And let me see, what was the serving size? So the serving size is 3 capsules. And there's 90 in here. So I really wanted to love these, and there's really not that much left. So I took them for quite a while. But why I stopped is because even if I ate with them, I still got nauseous and I still would end up vomiting. The only time I've vomited in this pregnancy was because of my prenatal. And even it takes, you know, you're supposed to take 2 a day. So even if I split them up and took 1 in the morning, 1 at night, which I don't recommend because life gets busy and you forget. But I tried that and it still made me sick. So I found found that I was just not wanting to take a prenatal. I was skipping days. I was like, oh, it's gonna make me sick. Like I was dreading taking it, so I just wouldn't take it. And I'm like, what's the point of taking a great prenatal if I'm not truly taking it? I just couldn't stomach it any longer. So I no longer took the Thorne brand one, but again, it's supposed to be super good. Everybody's body is so different, so it might not make you sick. It made me sick, so I had to ditch this one. I found mykind Organics. It's certified organic whole food multivitamin prenatal. You take one a day, which is nice. I take it at night before I go to bed. Has never made me sick.
And this one.
And on top of that, so I take one of these and then I take two of these, which is prenatal DHA. Supports brain development in babies during pregnancy and lactation. So it's Nordic Naturals is the brand. Take two of the DHA and one of the prenatals every night. So take a prenatal, obviously. So from the very beginning, I walked a lot and I try to do at least 2 miles. So anytime Vienna and I go on a walk or we go on a family walk with my husband, we always do 2 miles. I always just feel like 2 miles is like sufficient. It's good, it's enough time, and it works for us. So sure you're exercising because it keeps everything nice and limber, and it, you know, just you want strength. You need strength when you're pushing, and you want strength in your body and in your legs and all that good stuff. And walking just offers much more than people realize. It does so much more for your body. So go on walks. As I got away from strength training, so I was super into strength training before getting pregnant, and I switched and I dove very deep into yoga. And I can't say enough good things about doing yoga, whether you're pregnant, whether you're not pregnant. Vienna does it with me sometimes. But it's kept my body nice and limber. And I've noticed that, like, if I had skipped a few days and I didn't do it and then I'd go on a walk, my body felt so stiff, my joints felt stiff. I didn't walk as fast. Like even Mitchell, my husband, has like commented like, dang, like yoga has made you like so flexible. Also, you guys, side note, there's a hormone called relaxin that your body produces more of while you're pregnant. It helps you to be like more flexible. But he's like, you just like walk so much faster. It's like I just feel so much more energized and better when I'm doing yoga routinely. So I have done a lot of yoga this pregnancy, and I'm just very happy with how I feel, how my body feels, and I feel like it's just really strengthened everything kind of down there, especially as I'm moving towards being, you know, full term. And I just feel confident in what it's taught me. It's also taught me a lot about just relaxing my body, realizing when I'm holding a lot of tension. So like sometimes you feel like, well, I am relaxed, and then you realize like your tongue is at the roof of your mouth, you're clenching your teeth, your jaw's tight, those kind of things. So it really makes you just kind of like be able to recognize how much tension your body's really holding, and that you're not allowing your body to truly relax. So then I know when I'm in labor, like, okay, am I letting my body just be calm and relax and take control and do what it's supposed to do, or am I fighting against it? So I highly recommend yoga. I started with Yoga by Adriene. She is great, more in the first trimester. And then as my bump started to grow, and I didn't really find as many prenatal yoga videos for her or from her, I found, let me see, what is it? The YouTube channel is Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. I believe the girl's name is Jessica. She's so great. She has so much knowledge. She's had 3 kids of her own. I believe unmedicated natural births, and her yoga videos just feel so good. They're not tiring. Like I've done some videos where I'm just like, okay, this is like stressing me out, or this is a lot harder than I expected, but I always feel very, very good and rejuvenated and just like appreciative of my body after every single one of her videos. She also has videos with your birth ball and doing exercises and stretches with your birth ball. So check her out on YouTube. It's free. All her videos are free and they're superb. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna go to I have right here is raspberry leaf tea. During pregnancy by preparing the womb for childbirth. Power supports healthy menstruation and tones the uterus. I've been drinking this for quite a while now. Now that tomorrow I'm gonna be 37 weeks, I'm definitely upping my intake. But I actually really like the taste of it. Sometimes I'll add like a packet of like the powdered stevia to it just to give it some, you know, make it like a little bit sweet. But I love it. So what I do is I will make like a big pitcher of it, brew it on my stove, and then I'll put it, you know, in a big pitcher in my fridge so that I can just go over and keep refilling it. And I'll do that probably like once a day. I don't really pay attention to like how many I've drank in that day. I just try to drink as much as I can that day, or as much as I did that day. And yeah, it's super good. Again, I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, people are like, you can if you want, you know, it may not do anything, but it's not hurting anything at all to do it, so why not? Thing that I feel like, you know, some people are for and some people don't really care about is dates. Dates help to ripen your cervix, so it makes your cervix more favorable for labor. Does it work? I don't know. With Vienna, I never did any of this, but I never ate dates. It'll be interesting to see if this actually helps my cervix like ripen on its own and like dilate on its own, and me, you know, all of these things help me go into labor naturally, which is what I'm really hoping for. So I'm like, this, none of this can hurt me. But these are actually really good. So I don't know if you've had dates. I kind of got burnt out on them. I only have a few left because I was eating like 2 a day. So now that I'm gonna be 37 weeks tomorrow, I'm gonna start eating them again. But I got burnt out because they're very, very rich. They're very sweet, which I didn't know that. A lot of people I've seen will put peanut butter in the middle or like chocolate chips in the middle. I feel like they're already so sweet. So I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like it will make them sweeter. Maybe it won't. I'll have to give it a try. The other thing you can do besides just eat them and remove the pit in the middle is to blend them in like a shake. So I've put this in with my vanilla Arbonne protein. I've added a banana, cinnamon, and a date and some honey, and it's really, really good. So I might have to start doing that again. But so dates are the other thing. And then the last thing I've been doing is a lot of baths. So if you think about it, like, you want to keep your body nice and moisturized, so obviously like putting lotions and stuff, but what works best for me, because I'm not like a huge lotion person, I feel like I use lotion more at the beginning of my pregnancy, is taking a bath and putting coconut oil in your bath, and then putting some on, like I'll put some on my hands, I'll rub it all over my belly, TMI, rub it like on your, you know, private area, because
And your belly.
And your belly, yes, because when you have your baby, you want your skin to be as elastic and moisturized and hydrated as possible down there, so you can try to prevent tearing, or, you know, tearing as bad. That's kind of my plan with Vienna. I did take a lot of baths. I did add coconut oil here and there, not as like religiously, but I only got a 1st degree tear, so I'm hoping that I don't experience anything worse than that, because even though it was 1st degree, it was still very uncomfortable. Taking a bath with coconut oil, it just feels so good. It's so much easier to put on, and in my experience, like, it locks the moisture in your skin so much better than lotion. I don't feel that lotion really does much. And then while I'm in the bath, what I'll do is I'll add, I need to get a new bag, but I've gone through 2 bags of these recently, the Melatonin Sleep Soak, to help me really relax, especially at night. I get restless leg syndrome, and I've always kind of gotten that, especially if I stay up too late. So I will add that, I'll add the coconut oil, and then the newest thing that I've done is Christian hypnobirthing. Do any hypnobirthing, like listening to it and stuff while you're driving or while you're distracted in any way. So what I have done is that my bath time is usually when I'll ask Mitchell, like, hey, can I have like 15-30 minutes to myself? Him and Vienna will go outside and water the grass or play outside. I'll take a bath, and you know, I'll do my soak, and I will like light a candle, turn off the lights, just make it a relaxing environment for me, and I'll turn on my Christian hypnobirthing app. Are you okay? I saw that. Let me give it a best of.
I was going on your head.
You're getting taller, so be careful, David. So what it looks like is this. Hopefully you can see it. There's like a woman on it, a blue image of a woman. It says Christian hypnobirthing. So it goes through breathing exercises, encouraging scriptures, visualization exercises, positive affirmations, prayers for strength, relaxation music, and then postpartum encouragement. I've only done it a few times so far, but I'm really going to start practicing it regularly now because my birth is getting, or the birth, Max's birth is, you know, rapidly approaching. And so what my plan is in the hospital is to put on some earpods and, is it earpods or AirPods? What are they called? I don't know. Mitchell has them. I don't even have them. I'm like, can I borrow them? During my labor, and if I labor at home as long as I can, then I'll play it at home. But like, just really listen to it and relax and like let my body naturally do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, so that's my plan with that. And I really recommend. I had heard good things about hypnobirthing, and then I found Christian hypnobirthing, which aligns more into like my beliefs and my faith. So I, again, have restless leg syndrome. I've kind of always experienced that, but with pregnancy, it seems to like make it worse. But what I have learned is that a lack of magnesium or a magnesium deficiency in your body will usually cause that. So what magnesium does is it relaxes your muscles and creates a sense of calm. So at night, I will add... Okay, come here, baby.
I'm coming to you.
Okay, be careful getting down. I'll add 2 teaspoons of this, that's the serving size, to some warm water. I'll let it kind of fizzes. I'll let it like fizzle out or whatever, and absorb into the water. And then I will add some ice and cold water and drink that. It's a raspberry lemon flavor. It's not bad. I don't like love the more of like the fizziness of it. Yeah, so anyways, you guys, those are the things that I am personally doing to prep my body for labor. You know, they may work, they may not be doing anything. I know that they're not hurting me at the end of the day. If anything, they're just good for my body. But I encourage you guys to do like your own research on these topics. These are the things that I feel will work for my body or have worked for my body or that I just enjoy doing. And I'm willing to try this time around. So all of my supplements and support that I just talked about are now officially turning into toys. But this is life with a toddler. Anyways, we're gonna go, we're gonna enjoy our play date that we have planned with our best friends, and we will see you in the next video. Can you say bye?